Blind Prime here with my first reactions on the G.I. Joe Classified Dragonfly HASLAB. Um, well, I was hoping for a tank. I was really hoping for a tank. Instead, we get a helicopter. It's got Wild Bill. That's pretty cool. There's not any special, like, get it within a week offers. That's kind of sad. I liked the last one from his tank. That was fun. The price is $274. That's a bit. I don't know how I feel about that price. It sounds like it's big enough for that price, but that price is still kind of steep, and we still haven't even gotten our other HasLab in. Where's the His Tank? Where's even any mention of the His Tank? I watched that live stream looking for His Tank news. Them explain, bringing up a box or something, to tell us that movement is occurring in the His Tank department. But we didn't get any of that. Instead, we get the, hey, shell out some more money for another G.I. Joe classified vehicle when you haven't even gotten the first G.I. Joe classified vehicle. And this thing's supposed to end July 17th, and we're not even supposed to be getting our G.I. Joe classified His Tank until August or September. So, what the uck is wrong with you? Hasbro, what the uck is wrong with you? I get it. You're wanting to do something on the June time, on the time for G.I. Joe. Oh, G.I. Joe June stuff. But seriously, man, what the hell is wrong with you? It's just I I wanted more warning, damn it. Give us some more warning. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get that amount of money before July 17th. This has just screwed my entire freaking month. This has screwed the rest of my year when it comes to budgeting. You sons of bitches. You didn't have to do this to me. You didn't have to do this to any of us. Here we are preparing for HasLab season in August, September, October by getting our money together and stuff. And here you go, showing up with a HasLab project before HasLab season even begins. Just, are you looking for this thing to fail? Do you want this to fail? Because that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like you want right now. I don't know. It sounds cool, but they didn't really describe it well enough for me. So I have no idea what the hell it is. I know it has a tail. I know it has a cockpit. I know it has a Gatling gun. I know it has some missiles. And I know it has a winch. And I know it has a giant helicopter blade. But I don't know how many helicopter blades it has. Does it have 2? Does it have 3? Does it have 1? Does it have 8? Does it have 7? I don't know. Because they didn't tell us. They didn't tell us really anything about it. Oh, it has lights that turn on. And oh, it's got blast effects. So that's really cool. But how many figures does it hold? That was a question I wanted to know. But that was a question that they never even brought up. Does it have a cargo department where figures can sit in like the His Tank does? I don't know. Nobody brought it up. How is a helicopter going to be that big and not hold figures? How many can it hold? I don't know. There's a lot about this I don't know. The presentation for this HasLab for G.I. Joe Classified was less than the presentation for the His Tank. I feel the His Tank explained more about the His Tank, and as a blind person allowed me to understand what in the world what I would be buying whenever I got the His Tank. I understood the His Tank better after watching the first video of the His Tank than I understand this Dragonfly. Now, yes, I've had a His Tank in the past, and that really helped. I've never had a Dragonfly in the past, so I got no freaking clue. I've got nothing to go on. Is it like an Apache helicopter? I don't know. Is it like a Black Hawk helicopter? I don't know. Is it like some sort of helicopter I've never even witnessed before? I don't know. Is it an Osprey? It would have been cool if it was an Osprey. We got Ospreys coming left and right out of the military these days, and you couldn't have given us a GD Osprey? Just, I wasn't looking forward to hearing about a HasLab today. I was looking forward to hearing an update on the current HasLab and maybe even explanation on this rumored General Hawk figure. Or an explanation on what's going on for the summer when it comes to summer releases and things like that. I was expecting some of that stuff today. I wasn't expecting a HasLab. Now I've got to figure out how to sell my Victory Saber so that I can afford this HasLab. I've got to figure out a lot of things in the next 45 days. And I still got to figure out. Yeah, I got a tooth that needs to come out and get replaced by an implant, and I got to figure that one out too. It's 2023 is looking like a very expensive year, but also a very exciting year. It's just grinds my gears and irritates the snot out of me that they pulled this crap on us so soon in the year when we're looking at everything else that we got to figure out about coming up. And not to mention that you just, all right. I think I want to be excited about this. I really want to be excited about this. From the bottom of my heart, I do. But I can't be excited about this right now because I just do not know enough information. That was, that wasn't a great video. Um, I like what the guy was trying to do there, and it's just I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be getting this. I'm not sure. I've got to figure out my own, expenses and things like that. Cat here. But, so, to all of you individuals who are still watching this and wanting to know anything about the HASLAB project, from a blind person's perspective, it has a tail, it has a rotor, it has an engine, it has lights, it has a cockpit, it has doohickeys in the cockpit. It's got a gunner station, but I don't know if they're two separate cockpits or in the same cockpit. That wasn't really explained very well. Also, the Gatling guns, it's got guns, it got blast effects. They didn't tell us how many blast effects it was going to have or how many really guns it has. That was something else I noticed. Like, there was just a lack of explaining any concreteness, except the fact that we know for a fact it has one rotor on top of it, one tail, one or two rotors in the tail. We don't know exactly how many rotors in the tail. We also know that it has one cockpit or two cockpits with either two seats in one cockpit or two cockpits with one seat in each. We don't know whether or not it has any storage capabilities for any Joes, if it has any seating for the back of the helicopter or anything like that. At least I don't know. Maybe you with vision know because you could see it, but I don't have a clue. And it's got a winch, but I don't understand what you would want the winch for unless there's something for people to sit in inside of the cargo area. But is there a cargo area? I don't know if there's a cargo area. They didn't explain if there was an area inside the helicopter. So I'm at a loss here. I need to get a sighted person involved and do a separate video where I have a sighted person just sit down with me in front of this table, in front of the camera, in front of you, and answer every question I have by looking at the pictures. And then me and the sighted person can get upset whenever I have a question that isn't answered by the pictures. Because I watch those videos to get an understanding of what's going on, a verbal explanation. And I did not get much of a verbal explanation with that video. All I got was that it was 36 inches long, and we finally got the fact that the HISS tank is 19 inches long. All right? They still didn't tell us how tall the HISS tank was going to be, and that's starting to piss me off. I want to know how tall the HISS tank's going to be so I can build some sort of garage to put the HISS tank in. Right now, I'm assuming 12 inches tall by 12 inches wide, but I'm not sure because I haven't gotten any concrete information on the HISS tank, and that's why I watched today's video. That's why I watched today's live stream, is so that I can get a better understanding of the HISS tank, because I'm trying to build a cool garage for the HISS tank, but I don't have any freaking measurements for the HISS tank because it's just a blackout on information. And damn it, I paid more than $300 for that HISS tank, and I want more than a blackout on information. I want to know what the hell's going on. I want to be able to set up the shelf for the HISS tank before I get the HISS tank, not the other way around. But it's looking like I got to do it the other way around because Haslo's tight-lipped. So, that's my thoughts on the HASLAB project right now. It's a GD helicopter, and it's not even an Osprey. If you're going to make a helicopter, make a GD Osprey. I don't understand this with this other helicopter. I've never owned this helicopter before, so I've got no clues. Anyone in the comments want to help me out with this, go ahead. But I'm not happy by today's HASLAB announcement, if you haven't been able to tell. So I'm going to get back to filming my video that I was planning to do today on Mr. Gelatinous Cube here, and we're going to have some fun with that video. But I wanted to do this video first to just give you my first thoughts and my feelings on the current HASLAB project. Cool. We get Wild Bill. That's nice. I wanted a Wild Bill, but now I got to buy a freaking helicopter to get a freaking Wild Bill. And well, I guess we'll just see how it goes. We have until July 17th. It's just, damn it. Just damn it. Why'd they have to do us like this? Why'd they have to pull this out of nowhere? You could have at least given us a warning last month that there was a G.I. Joe HASLAB project coming up. I think that would be, that's how I want that's how I want all the HASLAB projects to go from now on, is some more warning, so that I can get my affairs in order and actually make sure that I've freed up enough budget for this stuff. 45 days isn't enough time. You could have had some warning before making it go live. Like today, you could have announced it and they're like, next week or the week after that, we're going to be doing the HASLAB project. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. Sorry if I'm upset in it, but these are my first and honest thoughts on hearing about this HASLAB. And I want to also state, there's no mention of a Hawk. I wanted to know something about a General Hawk figure because I never got the Duke, and I'm not about to pay $80 for Duke. So I need some sort of leadership for my Joes. All I got are a bunch of sergeants because they refuse to make any other lieutenants or captains or anything like that. Give us some officers in the Joes, man. At least you know what? I like the helicopter just because I think Wild Bill's a lieutenant, and that would finally give an officer to this Joe. All the Joes. Look at your Joe collection. How many officers do you actually have other than Duke? Thanks for watching.